Alright, so you live in New York City, the greatest city on earth, right? Absolutely. But sometimes the constant go 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 can wear you down. You start dreaming of trees and quiet. A place where the loudest sound isn't a taxi horn at 3 a.m. Join me as I challenge myself to find and explore 10 amazing getaways from NYC this weekend. These are tried and true escapes, perfect for ditching the concrete jungle. Places that offer a serious reset button. Whether you crave nature, culture, food, or relaxation, I've got you covered. All within a few hours of New York City, meaning less time in traffic and more time living. Think of this as your personal escape plan, one incredible weekend at a time. So, grab a coffee, maybe a bagel, and let's dive into these spots. I'm not just going to list them, I'm going to tell you why they're awesome. Let's get out of town. First up, the Hamptons. Yeah, I know what you're thinking. Fancy, exclusive, maybe a little intimidating, but trust me, there's so much more to this stretch of Long Island. It's about the vibe, the ocean air, the feeling of stepping into a glossier, salt-sprayed reality. It's an escape that feels both luxurious and refreshingly simple. The beaches here, they're legendary. Vast expanses of soft sand, rolling dunes, and the powerful Atlantic. Cooper's Beach often gets the accolades, but any public access point is stunning. And then there's Montauk, with its iconic lighthouse. Climbing to the top, feeling that wind, seeing that view, it's unforgettable. It makes you feel small in the best way possible. But it's not all just sand and surf. The towns themselves, East Hampton, Southampton, Sag Harbor, they're packed with charm. Think boutique shopping, art galleries, and cafes where you can grab an amazing coffee and just watch the world go by. Next, we're heading north to the Hudson Valley. Man, this place is special. It's like New York City's cool, artistic sibling. The scenic beauty here is off the charts. It's inspired artists for centuries. Driving here in fall is an experience. Storm King Art Center is a must-do. It's not your typical museum. A 500-acre outdoor sculpture park. Rent bikes, wander, and be amazed. It's interactive and immersive. Art supercharged by nature. Alright, let's talk about the Catskills. If the Hudson Valley is artsy and refined, the Catskills are its wilder, more untamed cousin. This is where you go when you really need to connect with nature. We're talking mountains, dense forests, cascading waterfalls, and that incredible feeling of being miles away from everything. It's the kind of place where the air feels cleaner, the stars shine brighter, and your cell service might just take a well-deserved vacation too. Hiking is king in the Catskills. There are trails for every skill level, from gentle strolls along a creek to challenging ascents up peaks like Slide Mountain, the highest in the range. But one of the absolute icons is Kiterskill Falls. This two-tiered waterfall is one of New York's tallest, and it's genuinely breathtaking. The hike in can be a little rugged, but standing at the base, feeling the mist on your face, it's pure magic. It's one of those natural wonders that makes you just stop and stare. Okay, switching gears a bit, let's head south to Philadelphia. Philly! This city is an absolute powerhouse of history, but it's also got this incredible, gritty, vibrant energy that I just love. It's close enough for a super easy weekend trip from New York City. Hop on a train, and you're there in no time, and what awaits you is a city that's both deeply historic and surprisingly modern, with a food scene that will knock your socks off. Seriously, come hungry. You can't talk about Philly without talking about American history. Independence Hall, the Liberty Bell, these are iconic symbols of freedom that you can actually see and touch. Walking through these historic sites, you really get a sense of the monumental events that took place there. It's not just dry textbook stuff, it's tangible, and the historic area around Old City is beautiful, with cobblestone streets and colonial architecture. It feels like stepping back in time, but with better coffee shops. But Philly is so much more than just its past. The neighborhoods here are incredibly diverse and full of life. Alright, let's venture into New England, to the Berkshires in western Massachusetts. This region is like a beautiful painting come to life. Rolling hills, quaint New England towns, and a cultural scene that is seriously impressive for such a rural area. If you're looking for an escape that combines natural beauty with high-quality arts and a touch of old-fashioned charm, the Berkshires are calling your name. It's sophisticated, but in a very relaxed, unpretentious way. Tanglewood is probably the Berkshires' most famous cultural institution. It's the summer home of the Boston Symphony Orchestra, and attending a concert there, sitting on the lawn with a picnic as the sun sets and the music swells, it's an almost magical experience. It's not just classical music either, they host a variety of artists. It's the epitome of a perfect summer evening, and a tradition for so many. It just feels civilized. in the best possible way. Then there's the art. The Norman Rockwell Museum in Stockbridge is a must-visit. His paintings are such iconic depictions of American life, and seeing them up close, you really appreciate his skill and his storytelling ability. Heading north again, deep into the Adirondack foothills, we find Lake George. They call it the Queen of American Lakes, and honestly, it's easy to see why. This is a stunningly beautiful 32-mile-long lake surrounded by mountains, offering a classic American lakeside vacation experience. If your idea of a perfect weekend involves boating, swimming, hiking with incredible views, and maybe a little bit of kitschy fun, Lake George is your spot. It's a family-friendly paradise, but also great for anyone who just loves being on or near the water. The lake itself is the main attraction, obviously. The water is incredibly clear, and there are a million ways to enjoy it. You can rent a speedboat, a pontoon boat, kayaks, paddleboards, you name it. Taking a cruise on one of the historic steamboats like the Minnehaha is a classic Lake George experience, offering fantastic views of the surrounding mountains and islands. Or just find a spot on Million Dollar Beach, a beautiful public sandy beach, and soak up the sun. History buffs will want to check out Fort William Henry, a reconstructed British fort from the French and Indian War. Okay, let's talk about a truly unique New York escape fire island. This thin barrier island just off the south shore of Long Island is a world away from the city in terms of vibe. The biggest thing? No cars allowed in most communities. You get around by foot, bike, or golf cart on sandy paths and boardwalks. This immediately creates a sense of peace and tranquility that's hard to find anywhere else so close to New York. It's a place where you can literally kick off your shoes and forget about traffic jams. The beaches on Fire Island are wild, windswept, and beautiful. Because it's less developed and protected as part of the Fire Island National Seashore, you get these incredible stretches of pristine sand, rolling dunes, and the raw power of the Atlantic. It's perfect for sunbathing, swimming, surfing, or just long walks along the shore collecting seashells. The lack of cars means the only sounds you'll hear are the waves, the wind, and the seagulls. Let's head up the coast to Newport, Rhode Island. Newport is a dream destination with opulent mansions and ocean views. These colossal mansions offer a glimpse into a bygone era of extravagance. The Cliff Walk is a must-do, offering stunning views of the Atlantic and mansions. Newport is also known as the sailing capital of the world. The harbor is bustling with sailboats of all sizes. Okay, for our next spot, we're not going too far afield, but it offers a completely different vibe. Princeton, New Jersey. Yes, it's home to the famous Ivy League University, and that academic atmosphere permeates the whole town, giving it this sophisticated, intellectual, and incredibly charming feel. It's a fantastic option for a quick getaway that's packed with history, beautiful architecture, great food, and a surprisingly peaceful ambiance. It's like stepping into a postcard of collegiate perfection. Princeton University itself is a major draw. The campus is stunning with Gothic-style buildings, manicured lawns, and a palpable sense of history and tradition. You can wander through the grounds, admire the architecture, Nassau Hall is a must-see, and visit the Princeton University Art Museum, which has an impressive collection spanning various cultures and periods. It's inspiring just to be in that environment, surrounded by so much history and intellectual energy. It makes you want to pick up a book, or at least look like you're about to. Beyond the university, the town of Princeton is delightful. Last but certainly not least, let's head to Mystic, Connecticut. This charming seaside town is an absolute delight, especially if you have any interest in maritime history, or if you just love that classic New England coastal vibe. Mystic manages to be both historically rich and incredibly fun, making it a perfect weekend getaway for families, couples, or anyone looking for a dose of sea air and picturesque scenery. It's like stepping into a perfectly preserved seafaring village. The star attraction here is Mystic Seaport Museum. And it's not just a museum, it's an entire recreated 19th century seafaring village. You can walk the cobblestone streets, explore historic ships, including the Charles W. Morgan, the last wooden whale ship in the world, watch craftspeople at work, and really immerse yourself in what life was like in a bustling maritime community. It's incredibly well done, interactive, and fascinating for all ages. You could easily spend a whole day there and not see everything. Then there's the Mystic Aquarium, another top-notch attraction. It's home to beluga whales, sea lions, penguins, and a huge variety of other marine life. So there you have it, 10 incredible weekend getaways from New York City, 10 chances to hit the reset button to trade the skyscrapers for mountains, or the subway roar for the sound of the ocean. Look, this city, New York, it gives us so much. Energy, opportunity, bagels that are, frankly, a global treasure. But to really appreciate it, sometimes you gotta leave it. You gotta get out, clear your head, see something different. It's not about escaping something, it's about running something new, even if it's just for 48 hours. These places I talked about, they're not just dots on a map. They're experiences waiting to happen. They're memories you haven't made yet. The Hamptons, the Hudson Valley, Philly, Fire Island, each one offers a unique flavor, a different kind of recharge. And the best part? They're all right there, practically in our backyard.